So why isn't inflation rising despite all the tariffs Trump has rolled out? Let's rewind. On February 4th, the U.S. hit Chinese goods with a 10% tariff. A month later, another 10% was added on China, and a 25% tariff was slapped on non-USMCA goods from Canada and Mexico. Then on April 9th, the broader 10% tariff on nearly all imports took effect, and yet core inflation is still trending down. Now, to be fair, tariffs don't show up in prices overnight. Goods take time to move through the system. From Chinese factories to U.S. shelves, you've got container ships, ports, warehouses, and trucking in between. It can take 2 to 3 months. So yes, it's too early to expect April's broad tariffs to show up in the data. But here's the thing. We should already be seeing the impact of the February and March tariffs, especially since China, Canada, and Mexico were the top 3 exporters to the U.S. in 2024. And yet, nothing. So what's going on? One possibility is that importers built up stockpiles before the tariffs kicked in. That older, cheaper inventory is still making its way to consumers. Another factor is that businesses might be absorbing the cost instead of raising prices, fearing they'll lose customers in an already fragile economy. And there's also the broader trend. Inflation might actually be falling faster in other areas, like energy, housing, and travel, offsetting any upward pressure from tariffs. The reality is likely a combination of all three. The bottom line is it can actually take a few more months to see inflation rise, but it might not be as much as people initially worried, because we're still not seeing any inflation from the February and March tariffs yet.